You might as well. You might as well. We don't live in no lackluster space. You are amazing. Everybody type that in the chat and say it to yourself out loud right now. Say it to yourself. Say, I am amazing. Type it in the chat. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. When they made me, they broke the mold. They broke the mold. They broke the mold. I am great. No, Tony, I ain't say we are all. You got to say I am. See that? Even when you want to say I am, you don't want to put it on yourself. This ain't for we are all amazing. Now it's I am amazing now. That's a very good thing right there, Tony. You see, when I say I am amazing, your response was we are all amazing. No, if we are all amazing, then what? No, you got to say I am amazing. Because I'm telling you, you can't serve nobody till you grow. You grow your bank account to $500, you can serve $500 problems. You grow your bank to $500 million, you can serve $500 million problems. So if you want to serve more, you got to grow more. We don't grow more selling everybody. We're all, no, I'm me. And it's not no point of selfishness. It's a point of being able to declare over myself who I am. There's a book by Mark Hamby called We Have Not Many Fathers, and people have to speak into you who you are. But if no one is around to speak into you that you are something, guess what God gave you? He gave you a circular system whereby you can speak to you about you. It is one of the most amazing tools that God has ever given us, words. And people say sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. They lying. They lying. The Constitution is words. The Declaration of Independence is words. My lesson is in words. 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 You got to say, I am amazing, so that your ears can hear it, so that your nerve can hear it, so that your blood can hear it, and your bones can hear it, and your tissue can hear it. Everything can hear it. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. Guess what happened? Now your nerves and your bones and your blood are going, hey, yo, we got new messages. We got to go do this. We got to go be amazing. Hey, Lou just said, Carolyn just said, Jean just said that I am, hey, man, Derek just said, I'm amazing. Hey, we got to go be amazing now. Derek just said, I'm amazing. We're amazing now. So you start doing amazing things and you start amazing yourself. The word. You got to speak at yourself, Jakeem. You got to speak at yourself. And then you got to receive. Now, this is the only pass you can throw to you. You like them hoops. So imagine the self alley-oop. Now, once you speak it, now you got to receive it. Because to speak it is to plant a seed. But the soil in which the seed lays has got to be fertile enough for it to take root. You cannot say, I'm amazing, and then not let that word get all the way in your soul. Then you got to say it and then let it in your soul. Once it lets in your soul, you start saying, shoot, well, what's my plan on being amazing? You start behaving in amazing ways. Well, I'm not going to slothfully wake up for the trade room at 9:15. I'm going to wake up at 7:30. I'm going to look at the market and I'm going to meet Jay right there, because that's what amazing people do. Hey, I'm not going to eat that third piece of cake. I'm going to have half a piece. That is fine enough for me, because amazing people get to their goals. And I have a goal of cutting 10 pounds and I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be amazing. We were talking about yesterday, Angelica, what we were talking about was the amazing nature of being. To be. You know, you
means
can't right. You can't am
as.
before you be. Right. To exist as. Imagine this though. You can't am before you be. Like I am a teacher. But you can't do that before you say, I want to be. So be comes before am. Always has, Always will. So the question is, what are you willing to be if you are to become? Now I can say I am a teacher of thousands of students. But first I had to say I want to be a teacher of 1,000 students. You have to lean into, like when you put that seed of word out, you have to receive it in such a way where it becomes such a constitution. You can't even do nothing other than amazing. I don't know how to do nothing other than amazing. I don't know how to do nothing other than I'm going to do amazing. That's what I do. I don't know how to do nothing else. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be great. How do I be great today? Well, I'm going to wake up on time. I'm going to help my family. I'm going to support my wife. I'm going to earn money. I'm going to help those people around me. I'm going to spend time with my loved ones. I'm going to prepare for tomorrow. I'm going to invest for tomorrow's day. I'm going to invest for next year. I'm going to be what I'm supposed to be. Because I'm going to tell you, one day you look at a field and it is dirt. You just go back and forth to Publix. You go back and forth. You go back and forth. Then one day you look over and you go, dog, look at all them trees. When all them trees got there. God is so good. It happened to me all the time. Y'all know where I'm from? Let me tell y'all about this. This is so, I don't know even why I'm on this. Do y'all know where I'm from? I'm from Miami, Florida, but inside of Miami, there's a some people will call it a suburb. The suburb is called Homestead. Now, Homestead is South Dade County. In fact, if you come to my house, you got to almost go to ain't no more turnpike left. I'm at exit 1. You dig? I'm down now at the bottom. Okay. Now, if this is the case, then what is around me? Around me are nurseries everywhere. You have farmland, 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 farmland. Yesterday, Sunday night, one of my tight men, B. Pratt, he had a crab fry to his house. He fried them Dungeness crabs. Well, actually his lady Tina did. And it was me, B. Pratt, Ali, who's also a bully, and Rob Moe, who's also a bully, and our wives and children. We had just a time of fellowship, eating crab and talking. And we were talking about the fact that if you a Miami boy, born around the time we was born, you have seen so many great cycles. What is this about? Now you drive past that nursery. Like, for example, it's one right by my Publix. Just as clean as just dirt out there. Ain't nothing. So you just go back and forth to Publix for a little while. And then one day you look over and you go, God, dog, where all them trees came from? But the thing is, with your change, I want you to understand it is not like a moment. It is more like a bamboo or the growth of a tree. It is just a sprig at first, still very sensitive, still very susceptible to the heat of the sun, to the pestilence of the ground, and to overwhelming rains and wetlands. It is such a gentle thing, the seed of hope, the seed of belief. It is so very gentle. It is so very gentle. It is so very fragile. You have to protect it and nurse it. You got to nurse it. You got to protect it. Oh man, it's so fragile. You got to protect it. So when you say I'm amazing for that first time, your body is not used to hearing you say that. Not all of your nerves will agree. Not all of your body will immediately agree. You will have to continue. You will have to be being saying it. It is a constant presence. It is not a I will do it, is I will be doing it until I do it, until I do it. You see what I'm saying? It is not a one-time thing. And then once you do it, you have to receive it. And when you receive it, that is not a one-time thing. You have to keep on turning the cycle of hope. Now, we all know about water. Water is dead if it stays still. And so is your hope in yourself. So is your belief in yourself. So if you say I'm amazing and don't receive it, We don't have circular. You have to say it and receive it. Now we moving, but then we can't stop. We have to keep turning the hope and the belief and the faith and keep turning it, turning it, turning it until the miry, murky water that is green and full of algae becomes clear and beautiful and free and life-bearing. That's when people come into your water and they dip and drink from your water because they cannot drink from their own. Someone's life is not as good as yours. The water of their life, the water of their hope, the water of their finances is not as good as yours. So they must come to yours in order to take a drink because they can no longer drink from theirs. This is why we have those leaders, either hip hop preacher. You have people who speaking to you, Inky Johnson. You have people who speaking to you, Tony Robbins, people that speaking to you, Alex Hermosi. Their water has become so clear that you are willing to go and drink from it. You will buy their books. You will buy their courses. You will buy their instruments because this is what they have used. They have turned and freshened their water. And that comes from the saying of a thing, the believing and receiving of the thing, and then the continual doing of it. So much so until it becomes automated. Now, let me tell you how I know that this is true. If you go to the gym and do 100 sit-ups and you didn't have a six-pack when you started them sit-ups, you will not have a six-pack when you're done. You won't. But if you are mindful in the kitchen and mindful in the gym and continue to turn that cycle over and over, without a doubt, when you look down at your stomach at some point, I don't know if it's a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, but you're going to look down and you're going to be ripped. Why? Because you continually kept doing what you were supposed to. Now, if it is true in the natural, it is only true in the natural because it has been established as a truth in the spiritual. We sow a seed, but after a farmer sows a seed, he does not walk away from it. He sows it, he nurtures it, he shelters it, he covers it. If it's cold, he warms it. When the tree might be a baby tree, you'll go out like if you're from Florida, you ever drove past them orange groves and you drive past them orange groves and they'll have blankets and sheets laying on the citrus fruit because they don't want the cold to come in and squeeze out. So they protect it. Even if it is already a shoot, even if it is already a tree, they're still protecting because that's what is called husbandry. You have to be a husbandman of the plant. You don't just cast a seed and walk off. You cast a seed, you come back protected. You come back, look at it. Then it grow a little bit, you're protected until the time as you get the fruit from the seed that you planted. Now listen to me real good. These are spiritual principles. That's why they work so well naturally. But you yourself, now this is my belief. I'm going to tell you, it's a reason why there is a tension between what you do and what you think. It's because you're dealing with more than one member. I did a training on having members inside of you. You remember I did this training maybe about a year and a half ago, and it was about that movie Inside Out. Does any bully remember me doing this training? Spicy remembers it. Some of the old school bullies might remember. But when you're inside of yourself as a trader, you're not in there alone. Everybody's in there with you. Fear, doubt, greed, self-conceit, pride, ego, all those things are in there with you. And what we have to do is remember that even though those members are there, right, we have a tension. Now you have the want to do good, but you can't quite do it. You want to lose weight, but you sort of eat the cake. You want to be nice, but man, it just seems like you can't stop but cussing somebody out if they cut you out in traffic. You want to be more accepting, but there goes them Republicans again lying. So you end up with this tension inside yourself. And the reason why it's in you physically is because it's in you spiritually. Now, when you are going to trade this market, you have got to control not just your body, but your mind and your soul. And you do that by ensuring that you continually turn the waters, turn the water, turn it, freshen it. Because I'm telling you, the algae of doubt cannot live if you turn the waters of hope. The fungus of greed cannot live if you turn the waters of hope. You have got to continue to turn it. And Jakeem, it might not be today. Your water might not clear up for a while. But when it clears up, everybody will be able to drink, not just you. Not just you. Not just you. You have to say, I'm amazing, receive it, let it land. Be that, be that, be amazing. Then at some point, you will stand up and somebody say, boy, look what you are. Look what you have done. And you will look around and you go, dog, I've been turning this water for so long. I didn't realize that I am what I was trying to be. I am that now. This is crazy. It's the craziest thing in the world to me that I'm as good with this chart as I am with music. That's the craziest thing with me. It's the craziest thing in the world because I'm unstoppable on a keyboard, or at least I was when I was really on it. But it's crazy to think that I'm as good with this as I was with that. And I'm telling you, it will happen for you too, but you got to turn the water. Does that sit well with anybody? Does anybody have any questions? Does that make sense to everybody?
You know, what's so crazy? Sorry, go ahead, Spice.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Like, go ahead. It's all good.